Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. So in this class, we will see one interesting end-to-end automation workflow using UiPath Studio Web. And here we will also understand how exactly the flow control in UiPath works. Nothing but how if-else will work, how looping will work, and how switch cases will work, and also a bit more about the arguments and variables also that will be covered in the end-to-end process. Okay, so what is my problem statement here? My problem statement is, let's consider there is a retail company where the retail company are receiving the orders from the customers. Okay, once it will receive the order from the customers, then the customers can be different types, and for each order there will be a unique ID, and there will be order amount, there will be order category. Okay, all and the availability of the product, and all these are the you can say these are the different features available in this particular retail company product or retail company application. Okay, so now if you take that entire process through manually, so like placing an order and creating order ID, then categorizing the customers, then order amount, giving the discount, and item category and payment processing and all sorts things, then it will be really huge amount of effort or manpower is required to process this. Okay, and that too there might be a possibility of slow on the delivery. Okay, to fulfill all these challenges, like talk about the calculating discount, fulfillment of the order, and after discount what is the total amount, and also regarding the availability of the inventory, payment processing, all sorts things. Keeping on this mind, if you go ahead, it will be really tedious task for the company to maintain this, right? If you go through manual process. So to overcome this, what exactly the solutions we have been proposed? The solutions has been proposed called, we have to design one automation workflow where that is called order management process. Okay, where it will read all the orders from the Excel. Okay, so Excel can be data can be captured from the different source, can be over the email, can be over any form submission, then the data will come to the Excel. Then Excel will be the input for the automation process. Then there onwards the entire automation journey will start. Okay, so what exactly we'll do? So once the input received from the Excel, okay, then it will start processing the orders. When I said processing the orders, that can be calculate the discount based on the customers, based on the order amount, and also it will do the finalize the payable amount after the discount, and also it will assign to the respective department to process the order, and also payment processing will happen, and also it will check the availability of the stock. Okay, all such things will be involved in the entire process. Okay, so to do this, what we have to do, first of all, we will going to design one automation workflow in UiPath Studio Web. Okay, and what all are the concepts we are going to implement? The concepts we are going to implement is called you can say modular concept. Like we will break up the workflow into small sub or you can say small workflows, and we will use argument and variables, and also we will use conditions, loop, switch case. All these things we are going to together will use to build the entire automation workflow. Okay, so now what we will do, first of all we will show you how exactly the order detail looks like. First of all, the prerequisite for to design this particular order management process, you should have a cloud account. Okay, once you have a cloud account, then you have to log into your cloud account, and you have to go to the product launcher here, and you have to click on UiPath Studio. then you will able to see the screen. Okay, so then the next step is you should have one Microsoft account and you should have access to OneDrive. So if you are, because in this case I am using OneDrive to store my order details Excel file. Okay, so you can use Google Drive also, but in this case I am using OneDrive as my data source system, where I will store my order detail in the form of Excel. So if you see, I have my OneDrive here, and this is my order.xls file I have stored in OneDrive, and this is my order detail in this Excel file. Okay, so let me close this. Let me reopen this order detail. Yeah, this is all my order details. You will see these are the order ID, these are the customer names, customer types, okay, item category, order amount, available, discount, everything is documented here, right? So now the next step is what I will do. I will go to my automation UiPath Studio. Then the next step is what I will do. I will go ahead and create one solution explorer with RPA workflow. Okay, so once I have create one solution explorer, I will rename this solution explorer to called order management process, you can say. Okay, so this is, I can say, my solution explorer name is called order management process. Okay, so very first step for me is I want to access this Excel to read all these details, right? To read all these details like customer name, category, all these things, amount, and all these things. I'm going to capture it, right? To do this, what I have to do, I have to go to here and add an activity called read for each row. I can say for each row in workbook. Okay, because I want to traverse in each and every row in the Excel. Okay, so it is taking time to load, to install the dependency. Okay, so once you have once you see here, so you will see your dependency is installed and it's connected to OneDrive. Now I'll go ahead and select my OneDrive where exactly I'm going to read the data. So I'll go to this OneDrive. Okay, then from here I'll go to, you can say, order.xls. Okay, I'll save it. So once I have saved it, then I have to select the sheet, from which sheet I am going to read it. So this is my sheet. Okay, so then the next step is you have to just double check it. If any blank row will be there, it will be skip it. Okay, so then the next step is, once I have read all these details, right, now I'll use one log message. Okay, so the log message I want to use to check my order is coming or not. Okay, I can say order ID. Okay, then I can go here and I can take this order ID. Okay, so that's it. So this is, I have just to check it, my order detail are coming or not. Okay, so then the next step is, if I'll go to my doc here, so I have completed these steps. I have created one order management workflow, or you can say the solutions. Okay, inside the main.xml, I have used this for each row. Okay, I read the data. Okay, then the next step is, what I have to do, I have to create one reusable workflow is called calculate discount. Okay, so now I will go select this RPA workflow. Okay, right click, and I will create one workflow file called calculate discount. Okay, what exactly this calculate discount will do, we'll talk in a few minutes. Okay, so in this calculate discount, I will just explain it. It will accept two input argument. One is called customer tire, or you can say nothing but the customer type. If it is a gold type, if it is a silver type, that is the categorization, and the order amount, how much amount the customer is going to order. Then based on this, the discount will be calculated, how much percent the customer is eligible to get the discount. Then the discount number will be returned from this particular usable workflow. Okay, so and if you see here, if it is a gold customer and the order amount is greater than 1000 rupees, equal to 15%, 1000 greater than equal to silver customer 10%, normal customer if it is order more than 1000 rupees equal 5%, rest of the will be the 0%. Okay, so now to do this, what I have to do here, I have to use one if else conditions, right? So to use if else, I have to use one, first of all I have to define two input argument. Okay, so these two input argument, how will define, I have to go to data manager. In data manager I can go to inputs. Here I can say called in underscore, okay, what is this, in underscore customer tire. Okay, it will tell you the type of customers. Okay, so then the next step is, let me delete it. Okay, so another argument I am going to design is called order amount. Okay, this is also input argument. Okay, I'll just put it. Okay, and I am going to, these two argument will accept the value from the main flow, and as a result it will return one output argument that is called out underscore discount. Okay, this out underscore discount will be this. Okay, so then the data type you need to be verify also, make sure that. Okay, so this customer tire data type will be text, perfect, and the order amount data type will be number. Okay, and the output discount should be the number only. Okay, so that's it. So if you go here, the same thing, text, number with decimal and number. Okay, so then the next step is I will use one else if condition. Okay, in this else if condition I will write the condition here. Okay, what the condition I am going to write it, I am going to write it the condition, if you go here and see, this is the condition I am going to write it. If the customer tire is gold, okay, I'll just use one variable called in customers, the value which is coming from the main flow is equal to gold. Okay, is equal to gold. Let me check the uppercase or lowercase. This is gold. Okay, is equal to gold, and another condition, if the order amount is greater than equal to 1000 rupees. Clear? My condition is, okay, if the customer tire is gold and is greater than 1000 rupees, then what I can say, I will assign one variable here called, I have to assign one variable with an, or you can say to my output argument. I am saying here, if my customer is gold and order more than 1000 rupees, I can give 15% discount to this customer. And this value is going to store in our output argument. Okay, out underscore discount. This is the one I'm talking, out underscore discount. Okay, same thing, if I'll back to this, let me say this is a string value, I have to select 15. Okay, so then the next step is else if. Okay, in the else if, I'll add another else if here. Okay, if my customer tire is equal to silver, if my customer tire is silver, okay, then I can give is called 10%. Order amount is still remains same, is greater than equal to 1000 rupees, greater than equal to 1000 rupees. Then I can give to that particular customer is called 10% discount. So I'll put 10. Perfect. Now the next I can say, okay, if apart from this any customers who is going to order an amount more than 1000 rupees, more than equal to 1000 rupees, but this is a regular customer, this is not any categorized customer, then I can give them 5% discount. I am not going to put the customer tire because rest of the customers I can treat as a regular customers. So I'll just put order amount greater than equal to 1000 rupees. Okay, and I can give them a an amount of 5% discount. Okay, this is how discount and this is my percentage. Perfect. Now I'll take to the Excel. So if you see gold customer is classified, silver is also categorized, regular is rest of the things I told is a regular customer. So that's why I have not put any case for the or condition for the regular customers. Now the question is, suppose gold customer is fine, silver customer is fine, regular customer is fine. Let's assume some customer which is none of the category. Then what we will do in this case? That will be your else part, right? Else part, right? Final else part. What we will do in this case? I can say, if you see here, the else part, I am going to 0%. Okay, so in the else part I can assign one variable, okay, with I'll assign 0% to that kind of customers. Clear? So now it will return the value accordingly. Perfect. It's clear now. Now I'll back to my main flow. So this is my main flow. In this main flow, okay, and I am going to call that particular workflow. Okay, so after this log message, I am going to call that particular workflow here using invoke workflow. Let me, already dragged. Okay, so here if I'll refresh the argument, okay, so if I'll refresh the argument, then here you will find three argument. Two is input argument and one is output argument, right? The input argument you have to provide from here. What is this customer tire which is coming from Excel? That is the one, right? This is the one customer tire. If I'll double check it, go here, for each row, current row, customer ID, name, tire. Okay, so then the amount, what amount you are going to enter. Okay, the amount you have to enter here. If you go to this my main flow here, okay, this is my main flow. If you go here, the amount you have to enter, how much amount you are going to enter. Okay, this is the called order amount. Perfect. So this is called the order amount, right? So this order amount which will go, okay, from here. So if you see, this is the order amount. Okay, why this is coming error? This is coming error because there is a conversion is required. Okay, you have to convert into double, then only it will work. Okay, how will going to convert that value into the double? Just you have to put like this. Okay, or you can convert into integer also, that's fine. Okay, so let me go here. go to the expression and I will put like this, C int bracket order amount. Perfect. Just because in Excel it is coming as in string, I have converted into integer. Now the discount. How the discount you are going to capture, because these two are input argument, this is the output argument. To do this, we have to define or we have to create a variable. Okay, so go to the variable and you will see if we can create a variable here. Any option is there? No, we cannot create the variable here. So we have to just put some random number for the time being and to save the value. Okay, I can say here any amount I'm just putting for the time being, but not this is the correct one. Okay, so still is asking to convert into integer. Okay, I can say C int, but this is just for the temporary, I'm giving to not lose the value from the parameters. Okay, I'm coming back because I want to store the value which is coming from this output argument. Okay, for this I have to create one variable called discount. Okay, where I have to create? I have to create in the main.xml file. Okay, this is the variable I have to create. It's called discount. Okay, and the data type will be number. So if you see here, the data type will be number. Clear? So now if you go to my content here, you will see I am just converting into number. Okay, this is the order number will come in the main.xml. Okay, so now the next step is, this is the discount. Okay, so then the next step is what I have to do. I have create the variable which is going to store my discount coming from my reusable workflows. Now I'll go here, delete this value. Okay, I'll just paste it, called discount. So if you see here, the discount will be a local variable. Okay, so why I did like this, before that I put total, because just to don't lose this value, that's why I have put some random value and save it. Then I have create my variables in my main.xml, then I have replaced that with my variable called discount. Clear? So that's done. Now the next step is we have to use one assign. What do we have to use? We have to use one assign. Okay, what exactly that assign will do? If you go here, you see what exactly that assign will do. I'll tell you. I have to use one assign activity. In this assign activity, I'll do a calculation to find the total amount. Whatever the order amount after discount, what will be the total amount, right? So for this, I have to create another variable in my main.xml is called total. Okay, and data type will be number. Data type will be number. Okay, now I can say my total amount is, this is the expression you have to put it. Okay, what exactly I am doing? Current row dot order amount. Okay, which is coming from my Excel into 1 minus discount slash 100. Okay, this is the discount amount and this is the order amount, and then I am converting into double, then I am converting finally into integer. Okay, so if you see here, if I'll put this value here, then now issue is gone, right? Now I have also captured my total amount. Then the next step, what I'll do, I'll just put a log message just to check it all is going well or not. I'll just put a log message here. In this log message, I can say these things I want to print. What all are these things I want to print? First thing is I want to print, let me open the expression, it will be easy for editing. I want to print order ID which is coming from Excel. This is the order ID, discount. Okay, the discount which is coming from here, coming from discount which is coming from here. Okay, then I can select, this is my total. Okay, the total is also been stored here. It's clear now. So now if you save it, okay, so let me put one by one to avoid confusions. I can say order ID. Okay, this is my order ID coming from Excel. Okay, then next step is I can say discount. Okay, discount is coming from my local variable. Then I can say total value. Okay, total value which is coming from my local variable. It's clear? So now the next step is what we have to do. My discount workflow is also been completed. Okay, it's taking time to save the workflow.